I hope all of you are doing great. Today we are diving into a rich well of ancient wisdom that often doesn't get talked about in the mainstream conversations around success and wealth. And that's Jewish teachings on wealth, purpose, and how they are deeply intertwined. Whether you're spiritual or not, these principles are timeless, practical, and incredibly grounding, especially in the world which is obsessed with hustling and quick wins. The Jewish view of wealth. It's not evil, it's sacred. Let's start with a surprising truth. In Judaism, wealth is not seen as evil or dirty. In fact, it's often viewed as a blessing, but one that comes with moral responsibility. There's a Hebrew term, parnasa, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, which means livelihood. And it's believed that earning an honest living is not just necessary, it's holy. Example, in the Torah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob were wealthy, but their wealth came with purpose. They were expected to be generous, just, and grounded. King Solomon, known as one of the wealthiest kings in history, frequently wrote about the dangers of pride and importance of wisdom in books like Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. So the real question isn't should I want wealth, but what will I do with the wealth? And that leads us to one of the most revolutionary concepts in Jewish wisdom, tzedakah, giving as a daily practice. One of the most powerful Jewish concepts is tzedakah, which loosely translates to charity. But it's deeper than that. It comes from the root word tzedek, meaning justice. So, giving isn't just a nice thing, it's seen as a duty. Even those with very little are encouraged to give. Why? Because giving keeps your relationship with money humble and purposeful. This act of regular giving also builds empathy, reduces greed, and creates a society based on compassion rather than competition. I'm going to give a small modern tip. Keep a small jar or digital fund for giving, not just to non-profits, but to people in need around you. Give without waiting for extra. Giving builds gratitude and rewires your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Work is a divine act, not a grind. Judaism doesn't celebrate burnout. It values balance. The Talmud teaches, when you eat the labor of your hands, you shall be happy and it shall be well with you. That means doing work that's honest, meaningful, and not exploitative. But here's the nuance. You're not supposed to become a slave to work. That's why the Shabbat exists. It's a weekly reminder that you're not your productivity. You are a soul. Imagine taking one day a week with no emails, no socials, no pressure to hustle. Just family, rest, music, and reflection. This ancient ritual has helped generations avoid burnout, reconnect with purpose, and stay human in a productivity-obsessed world. In fact, some of the world's most successful Jewish entrepreneurs credit this rhythm for their clarity and creativity. Purpose over profit. Your gifts are not random. There's a beautiful idea in Judaism that your unique talents, whether it's painting, coding, storytelling, or leadership, are not accident. They are gifts from the divine meant to be used in service of others. That means your career path isn't just about making money, it's about making meaning. Think of someone who uses their talent to keep low income families or a tech expert who creates solutions for accessibility. That's purpose driven wealth. What's one skill you have that brings others value? How can you use it to serve and not just earn? When you align profits with purpose, that's where real fulfillment begins. Wealth without wisdom is dangerous. But lastly, ancient Jewish constantly remind us that money without values can corrupt. In Proverbs 11:28, Solomon writes, "He who trusts in his riches will fall, but the righteous will flourish like the green leaf." That's why learning, reflection, and study are central in Jewish tradition. You're not just supposed to grow your bank account, you're supposed to grow your character. I'm going to repeat this. You're not supposed to grow your bank account. Your purpose is to grow your character. The practice of regular Torah study isn't just for scholars. It's a spiritual check-in, way to recalibrate your compass. We all need that, especially when success starts speeding up. Think of it as your weekly or even daily accountability mirror to make sure your inner world matches your outer success. My final thoughts: wealth with soul. So here's the takeaway. Judaism doesn't shame wealth, it sanctifies it. If it's pursued with intention, generosity, and balance. I'll just do a small recap of this video. Wealth is a blessing, not a curse, but it's not the goal. Giving is a daily act of justice. Rest is sacred, not lazy. Purpose matters more than profit. And money without wisdom can be dangerous. If you want to build a life that's rich, not just in numbers, but in meaning, ancient Jewish wisdom has a lot to offer. Let me know in the comments which of these teachings spoke to you the most. Would you want me to break down Proverbs or modern Jewish thinkers like Rabbi Sachs or the Lubavitcher Rebbe? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. And remember, real wealth is what you give, not just what you get. Thank you.